I bet you got a little startled when he said OJ, huh? I seen the white girl. You guys, oh my God, heavens knows. Some bullshit. OJ, he's out already? Yeah, but it's all good because it stands for Oliver. You know, I had to go by OJ because, you know, I got partners in the hood, you know, family in the hood, and I can't go to the hood with a name like Oliver. You know, I'll fuck around and get my ass beat, you know. You know what I mean? That's like seeing a buff dude eating like a ice cream cone, like a scoop of ice cream on an ice cream cone on Dollar Scoop Tuesdays and shit. You know, that's like seeing this dude right here eating a corn dog. You like corn dogs, player? You like, shit, I eat that shit at home by myself. But you look like you'll fuck a corn dog up till you just take it off the stick and be like, nigga, fuck this shit. But yeah, man, it was crazy. My dad was trying to get me to go to school, you know, out in Fairfield so I could play for the Fairfield Falcons or even like the Army Indians, you know, and maybe get a scholarship like that through sports. But I ended up, like, you know how you fall in love and everything, and then I ended up getting with like my first baby mom, the mother of my child, and we actually, you know, we started dating and everything, and then I ended up getting her pregnant, right? So once I got her pregnant, then that's when my dad, like, that's what really, like, kind of pissed him off a little bit, because he was just like, man, you know, now you messed up your whole, you know, you're not going to be able to play football. You know, you messed up your whole football career now, you know. Now you got to go get a job and, you know, and support the baby, take care of the baby. Because one thing about my dad, you know, I call, like, my dad, he's a real man, because he actually, like, you know, when we were small, before I was even born, he worked, you know what I mean? He just worked all the time. He had, like, you know, he told me the story like 50,000 times. Like, he had like 4 or 5 jobs. It was really like 3, you know what I mean? And, and, you know, he just, you know, he would work day and night basically so we could have a roof over our head, you know? And that's what he did. You know, he always took care of my family, you know, everything, you know? So it's like, that's what I do respect him for, but it's like me, I was different. I don't know if it's because I was spoiled a little bit or whatnot, but it's just, that's not what I wanted to do. Like, I've had worked a lot of jobs and stuff, you know, like Home Depot, like construction jobs and warehouse jobs and stuff like that, but it's just not my thing, you know, because even when I'm at work, you know, I would clown around, you know, just, you know, clowning and having everybody laugh, you know. That's one thing I think that a lot of people remember from me is just, you know, clowning. I'll wake up, you know, and put on my work clothes, and I really just, like, you know, drive off and, like, go to my partner's house and, like, play PlayStation or something, you know. But then my dad, after a while, he started kind of catching on, and he's all like, I know you don't have a job, you know. He's like, what happened? And I was all like, I don't know. I was like, I'm just looking for something else, you know, that'll pay me more. And he's like, that's stupid, you know, why quit a job? You don't quit a job and then, you know, wait to go into another job. He said you're supposed to keep a job and then, you know, then you go into the other job, you know, still having, so you have a backup just in case if you don't get the other one and you can still have money coming in. Like, I knew that already, but then I was just like, I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, yeah, he's like, man, the older you get, the stupider you get, you know? That used to be his line. He's like, the older you get, the stupider you get. But then he'd just say it because it's like, you know, I would give him, those are like, I basically lied to him, you know, so it was an ignorant lie, so he was just like, you know, that's stupid, so, but he knew that I was still doing the comedy thing, so he was just like, you know, I know that, you know, you probably be late to work and stuff because you're doing this comedy. He said, honestly, he said, you got your priorities messed up. He used to always tell me I need to get my priorities straight, right? And he was just like, your priorities all messed up. He's like, you should be focusing on your job that's giving, you know, that you're getting an income in. I mean, it's common sense, you should. But he didn't realize how much I started, you know, the love that I have for comedy, right? And so I was busting my ass to, you know, to get to my comedy shows. My dad said, you know, why can't I use that same energy into getting a job? And he just didn't understand. So for the longest time, he thought, you know, it was like, you know, like I was wasting my time. So he really didn't even come to my shows at first. My mom used to come. She always supported me, even though she didn't agree with it, but she'd come anyway. And she saw how I was doing it, and she saw that I really loved doing it. And I think once she seen all the people too, she was really shocked. So then the next show that I had was, I had a big show at Pepper Belly's, and my dad was in the audience because he heard people at the barber shop. The barbers was telling them, hey man, have you seen your son? I didn't know your son do comedy. You know, he funny and blah, blah, blah. And then so like hearing people telling my dad that, like, you know, for once it's like he's getting good news about his son, you know, because like usually he would always tell me, people at his job would be like, oh, you know, my daughter is getting straight A's, or my daughter is going to UC Berkeley, my daughter is going to UC Davis, and all. And then he said, he's like, what am I going to tell him about you? You know? But like now he tells you, but like whenever you hear my dad, like I always hear people, like his friends tell me like, man, your dad is proud of you, you know? He's always talking about how you doing comedy. Everybody and their mama know, like my parents, they went to Jamaica and they must have told like hella people that I do comedy and told them where to look me up and stuff, because hella people from Jamaica was hitting me on Facebook and stuff. It was crazy. So it's like, I know that like it makes me feel good that I'm making them proud now, you know. And then I think what really made them proud is the fact that this is something that I'm being consistent, I'm staying in, you know, and I'm not just in it and I, you know, let it go, you know, or quit, you know what I mean? So I guess like, you know, any parent would feel that way about the kids. So like now me and him, believe it or not, I think this comedy stuff, it kind of made us closer. Because at first for so long we were like this. Like once I had, you know, my first child and stuff, me and my dad was just, we wasn't all there. I mean, we were cool, but then it wasn't like as close as it is now. Like, you know, it's like, you know, I mean, we always did stuff together too, don't get me wrong. Like from when I was younger, but then that high school part was kind of like, you know, so it's like from graduation on, me and my dad been tight. It's like my dad is like my best friend. You know, I could go to him, talk to him about anything, and then, you know, he's always there, and that's kind of cool. That's cool.
Yeah, he didn't talk about
you got his DVD, but you can buy my DVD?
No, it's free for me, nigga.